Hello, hello everyone. Hello. Ta-da! Hi, hello. Hello. How's it going? How's it going? I got not as nice nails today. I had these like little nail wraps which I thought were super cute, little Hello Kitties, but they weren't as sticky as I thought. And a lot of them came up in the night. So I've got three Hello Kitties that remain. 2.5 Hello Kitties. Anyway, today we're doing some needlepoint. So I've actually already started this kit. This is one I got for Christmas. And I already made a little start. Ah? I want the booklet as well. Come to me. There we go. Hello, PT Gaming Corps. Right, let's just throw that on the floor. Get out of my face. So it's like this. So it's already got the pattern printed on it, and so you just go over the pattern however you want to, basically, with like whatever kind of needlepoint you want. So I've already done some of it here. So I've got mostly satin stitch so far. That's just kind of like all the flowers are. And I've got some French knots in there as well. Like, so the orange middles for the pink flowers are French knots. And these whites that I've done, the blue ones as well. Everything else I do is satin stitch. It's these long stitches. So it's mostly going to be probably satin stitch and stem stitch, I think. And then we've got lazy daisies over here that I need to learn how to do as well. But yeah, when I started this, some of my French knots went a bit wrong because I couldn't remember how to do them. So it took me a minute to remember. The satin stitch is easy. So there'll be long and short stitches in here as well somewhere, like probably maybe these blue ones. How many blues do I have over here? I've got 2 blues, don't I? Yeah, I can use the long and short stitch over here for this like colour fade part, and same for the pink and white ones. Yeah, that's my plan. Oh, and probably for the leaves as well. Yeah, these ones are good for long and short because they're 2 colours. So long and short stitch sort of makes the like colour change less obvious. Or less harsh, I guess. You can kind of blend it in. So I'm probably going to start on these blue ones and satin stitch these in because I've already done the middles with the French knots. See if you can see French knots properly. You can see they're like 3D. They like stick out. A couple of these went a bit wrong as well. Like a couple of them are a bit more sticky out than they should be. But yeah, I'll probably start with those. So let's grab my needle. I hope you can see everything okay. I sort of turned off the like autofocus thing that it was trying to do because it seemed to be having a bit of a weird time with that. So I want a light blue. So I've got all my colours over here. This one's sort of separated off already because I've already used some, so I'll take the smallest side. So I've got to get my skein. So my strategy is that so I usually use like a width, like usually use like 2 strands. I usually just use one long one and fold it in on itself. Yeah, I know you probably just can't see it because it's like fine anyway. I could try and be better at keeping my hands on the under the camera today. When I was making my Tanjiro model, I did a lot of bringing my hands in really close to like my chest, I guess. Apparently that's where I do a lot of things. I gotta try and keep my hands more forwards. Let's try and make these the same length. There we go. These are ready to go through my needle. I can pick it back up. There we go. Which side is my pointy side? That side. The side that I put my finger on. That's the pointy side. Confirmed. Needle isn't too pointy. So just kind of make a little like fold. That's a bit easier to get through the needle. Have both gone through there? Not sure. The hands forward. Quite far away from my eyes. There we go, that's got them both through. So this, I like to, well, I guess you'll see how I'm not very good at anchoring my knots. Like I'm not very good at tying the knots at the back, so that's why I do this. You'll see. So I'm gonna start. Hopefully you can see okay. I made my screen a bit bigger and everything, so hopefully that's all good. Let's start in this like sort of bit here, because then I can come. So I'm gonna start like here. So then I can work my way around and end up here again, and I'll be close to another flower to start. If I have enough thread. Do more than one. So come up along the edge. Since the design's already printed, I don't want any of the print to show. Pull it through partially and then put needle back in near the center. Very slightly through the center. I'm going to flip it around to the back. My back's not always the neatest thing. Pull this through until it starts pulling that loop closer. I'm going to put my needle through that loop. And ta-da, it's anchored. Okay. So this is just satin stitch, so then I'm going to go back in close to the middle again. Close as I can without going back through the same hole and undoing it. And then go back in here as close as I can. And it's just lots of close together long stitches. And go way at the back here. No, I found myself pinching another thread, but it was just the end of the of the pink one from the French knot. So that's fine. Okay, so that one go up there. Let's go for this middle bit. The satin stitch is just coming up like right next to where you went in, basically. It's pretty, it is. And hopefully it'll still be pretty when I'm done with it. Hello Nemu, how's it going? So I'm back in close to the middle, through and out. I haven't done any of the stem or the leaves yet either. Been focusing mostly on the flowers. Oops. Just pull that completely off the screen. Where did I start that one? I'm in the middle? I'm in the middle, okay. It's very easy to lose track of whether you're on the inside or the outside. You meant me? Aw, that's very nice of you, Nemu. Isn't this pretty too? Do you like my little Hello Kitty? Okay, let's come through there. And come up on this left side. Cover any gaps. So I'm sort of going with the flowers first, and then I'm going to go do the sort of leaves on the inside. That's my plan. I'm not sure if that's the best way around to do it, but that's the way I have in my head to do it. Oh. Let's get that. Try not to go through the French knot. There we go. You love the nail. It's only like 2 of them, unfortunately. The nail wraps, they weren't very sticky. Glad you're good, glad you're good, glad you're watching. I'm pretty good too. Finished work, so that's nice. One day I won't have to work anymore. I hope. Go on the outside here. And then I could just spend my days sewing and gaming and doing whatever I feel like. Oh, I did catch the French knot a bit there. That's fine. There we go. I think to flatten that back out, I can see like a little gap in the blue. I'm just going to fill that in. Hopefully I haven't gone back through the same place. I did. You can see, so when you're going back through the same spot, you in this case I pulled up part of my French knot. I can get that back out from the back. That's that bit. Yeah, there we go, got it. But yeah, you kind of unpick your the thread if you accidentally come back up through the same spot. Last night you had 300 milligrams. Yeah, milligrams. With edibles hallucinating puke. That doesn't sound like a good plan. That doesn't sound good at all. I think it's just ended in the middle there. Let's go for the center here. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time. Sounds rubbish. Unless you had like a really good hallucination, I guess. Was it worth the puking? It was fun. I've yet to have a good hallucination. Oh, hydrate from potato nashitori, thank you. Here is my water, my evidence. Don't worry, it's not bubbly water, it's just a bubbly glass. Yeah. I don't like sparkling water. I only like still water. Sparkling water dries my mouth out. First that I make hand signs with my hands. Like battle? Like Naruto? It was worth it. No, I'm not one for the drug. No, I'm not one for that sort of thing. Also, you're not allowed to here in the UK. Really. But no, that's not my jam. It's not my jam. I like drinking though. I do like drinking. I don't like smoking anything, so. Oh, give me that head pat. Give me that head pat. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Gang signs. I don't know any gang signs, unfortunately. Or fortunately? I'm not sure. It depends. It depends how you know them. So I can't do any of those. I can do like, okay. That's about as gangster as it gets here, I'm afraid. There's no doubt illegally. Exactly, and I'm a good skink. I'm a good skink. I wouldn't last in prison. There we go, that'll do. Come through here.
Let's go!
Oh, let's go!
Skinky jam, skinky jam, skinky jam, skinky. 15 months, time sure does fly by. What are you working on this evening?
Dang, 15 months, time does fly. It's very right. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for the resubscription, Hollow. I can't believe it's 15 months. That's impressive. I'm working on it, so it's just needlepoint, so it's all various stitches. So this is satin stitch right now for the petals and for most of the petals, but I've got some French knots in here. I'm going to do some stem stitch, going to do some long and short. But yeah, it's already got this pattern printed on it, so I'm not sure how well you can see the parts that are like sewn already and the parts that aren't. But some of them are flatter. Thank you for dropping in, Potato Nashitori. Thank you. Right, let me get some skink cam. You get to see my mouse for a sec. Oh, or you don't. Haha, slightly off the camera. Let's get some skink. Let's get some skink. Celebratory skink. 15-month skink. That is. Oh yeah, that is over the top. Nice. No mad, no must go. Why no me mad? Alright, let's find some good skink action. Pretty good skink action. But we got some tongue flicking. We all love some tongue flicking. I like sometimes, so this is on like a ring cam, and sometimes it just decides that skink form is a person, like it knows my secrets. Let's see. Yeah, this is a person detected right here. This is a person. What can I say? Ring cam knows. I thought I had my secret pretty well hidden, but ring cam can tell. I assume there's like a really clear thought or something that's happened. What about this one? Is this more out here? Yeah, it's more out here. Wandering. Doing person things. That's what's happening here, according to the ring cam. Person things. 100% person. I got a pretty good video of skink form being having a mishap. I'm excited to put on Twitter later on. I think you'll all enjoy that. Look out for a video on my Twitter. It's very cute. Look at Stern. The ball. So put this ball in to see if skink form will play with it. Not really. Mostly just accidental knocking. But it's there. It's there. Not a lot of interest. And don't worry, vegetables have been avoided. Mostly peppers remain. The leg there, little cricket leg. I'm not sure if you can see it. You can't see the leg. Alright, there we go. There's celebratory skinking. Alright, mouse, get back to where you belong. Alright. Back. Sewing. Oh, hello! Oh no, you had network problems! Oh no! Did you see some skink cam? Did you see it? Or do I need to re-skink you? Oh no! The skinkening was in celebration of you. The skink was too much for you to handle. Let me get some skinkening back up. I have you missing out on any skinkening. Let me just get this needle come back up somewhere so I remember where I am. Oh, you're sorry. You say up a bit. Okay. That's fine. As long as you saw some skink. I can give you some more skinking later. A bonus skinking. I hope you can see what I'm doing properly, and I hope I don't bash the microphone too often. Hopefully you can see it. I am working on, so this is a printed design that you do all the flowers and all different kinds of well, I say all different kinds, it's mostly satin stitch, but you can do it all in different kinds of needlepoint. So all the petals so far are satin stitch and some of the middles are, but these orange middles and these purpley pinky middles are French knots so far. I'm currently doing some more satin stitch for these blue petals. Not sure how well you can see the difference between the bits that are already sewn. So I've already sewn these flowers, but this side is just printed. So I'll be going over it all in to make it all embroidered. So yeah, I started a little while ago around Christmas. Between Christmas and my birthday I started because I get all excited. I love playing with all my new stuff, and I still retain excitement because I have my birthday coming up after Christmas and everything. So I started it then. I start all my new things. Gary's interesting. You can sort of catches the light differently. If I turn it sideways, you can sort of see maybe some of the bits that are sticking out. Maybe if I try and wiggle it, or just move it up really close. Maybe see the bits that are sticking out a bit more. In person, it's more obvious. So satin stitch, I'm just trying to get in really, really close to the middle of the flower. Then you just go all the way to the outside of the flower in one long stitch. And then you do the same again, as close as you can next to it. But without going through the same holes, because otherwise you end up pulling out stitches. And it kind of makes this little creaking noise sometimes. Untrained eye. Yeah, it's definitely more obvious pattern. You can sort of see on this orange one in particular, there are a lot of lines where you can see the stitching. But hopefully it's still chill to hang out and watch me just at least just poke a piece of fabric with a needle over and over again. If nothing else. You can kind of see, yeah, so the different stitches. Maybe as I go, you'll start to see the differences in like the bits that you see me doing and the bits that haven't been done yet. Maybe. Can you hear the little creaks that it makes when it goes through the fabric? I think you can. Feels pretty loud. I haven't got to the leaves yet. Doing the flowers in one section first, and then I'll go for the leaves after. Just putting that close to my eyes to see whether I'd done this whole area properly. I'm trying to be better at keeping my hands out further from my body so that you can see me going. So I was making the tangent, I kept moving my hands really close to my body. And out of the camera. Yes, Music Bot. It's part of the Streamlabs like apps. I decided to give that a go, so I'm just gonna untwist my needle a little bit. Yeah, I decided to give the Streamlabs sort of music thing a go instead of Soundstripe for a bit. I quite like it. It looks like it has a lot of music on the like to choose from. I felt like I was just hearing the same Soundstripe ones over and over again, so nice to hear some different tunes. And I kind of like that it does post up in chat what all the songs are. Like, yeah, I like that it goes kind of proper credit live. I think that's nice. Okay, so I finished this one. I've gone around. Can you maybe see the difference between that one and the other ones? Maybe? The one that I've already shown then. So I finished on the end of this petal so that I can... the end of this petal so I can move straight onto this petal without too much of like a gap at the back. So you end up... so the French knots end up weird on the back because you kind of do one then you go like over to the next one. They get quite long. Amazing satin stitch is like just these little like dots. You might not even be able to see it from that distance. The satin stitch is just like little dots on the back where you're going in and out right next to each other. So yeah, you can see over here where I've already like done this area. You've got the orange that like has the longer trails for the French knots, and then yeah, the pink is like dots all around the outside. Yeah. It's always one of the bonus challenges with any sort of like needlepoint or embroidery thing is like trying to make the back neat. Same with cross stitch, where you can just kind of like do the cross stitch and quite happy to just go like da 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 da. But once you start thinking about how it looks on the back and trying to keep the neat back, it suddenly it's like a puzzle. Camera's having a hard time focusing with its distinguishable. Cool. I turned off like the camera's autofocus because I think it like tries to focus like constantly. It looked like I was having a look at it earlier, and like anytime anything moved it would just like all go blurry and then unblur. I was like, yeah, I don't want you to be doing that. But it's quite an old webcam. I think that's more the issue. I'll probably do with getting a newer one, since I'm going to be doing more of the hand cam streams. Is that the right spot? There. But it's very chill. Like, so I wanted to do more crafts, but I was having trouble finding the time to do it because like after work, when I'm feeling all floppy, I like just want to play a game or something that requires like no setup or anything. I just want to sit and be mindless. So I was like, you know what, a good way to get some more crafts in my life would be to stream more. And I got this new stand for my webcam for Christmas. So I was like, yeah, why don't I start trying to turn more of my streams into hangcam ones, like once a week, is my thinking. I did a tweet about it. People seemed supportive of a little once a week crafting session. Into garage kits and that kind of stuff. What are garage kits? I don't know what that is. I made a little plastic model a couple weeks ago. But a couple weeks. Something like that. A little plastic Tanjiro. That was pretty cool. I didn't need any tools or glue or anything. I like that. No painting. I'm not a good painter. Very bad at painting. Oh, figurines that you gotta pay in simple. There you go. I can do half of that. I have a lot of friends that are into like Warhammer, so I guess it's like that. I used to play Warhammer. I used to play the Lord of the Rings Warhammer, like back in school. Only like a couple times with some friends. But I was not good for painting my models then. I was much more interested in playing the game. And I was very disappointed with Warhammer because, like the normal like 40k Warhammer, because I was told they were space wolves, and they weren't wolves in space, and I was very disappointed about that. They were people. Sometimes riding a wolf, but that's not quite good enough. I wanted them all to be wolves. So if I was going to do Warhammer, I would get some custom models and make proper space wolves, which would be wolf people in NASA suits. That's my dream for Warhammer. Oh yes, Warhammer is super expensive. Yeah. For all the official models, at least. If you go less official, it's less expensive. But everyone wants the official ones. Yeah, super pricey. But they do look cool when people do all the proper painting of them. But I don't know if I would do all the proper painting, or the you get the washes and stuff. The paints are really expensive too. Maybe it'd be fun, but it seems very complicated, and like I said, I am bad at painting. I did a paint by numbers a little while ago, and even that not particularly good at. Wolfies and NASA suits, exactly. That's what a space wolf should be. They should have like the like air bubble helmet things, clear helmets. They might just be helmets. I don't know why I call them air bubbles. And everything, jumpsuits. That's what they should be. No, just people. I was even saying it to my friend. I had a conversation with one friend when I learned about the truth about space wolves. And then I said about it to another friend, and I was like, I was really disappointed when I looked at space wolves, and he looked me in the eyes like, I know exactly why you were disappointed. I know what you were expecting. It was a moment of like sharing a brain cell. There are times I find it hard to maybe explain exactly something that I have in my head, and I would very much like the ability just to like project my thoughts into another person's head so that they could understand what I was getting at about things. And that was a moment where I felt like they had my thought projected into their head. Like they foresaw it. They understood what I wanted. Nearly at the end of this one by the looks of things. I'll need to give it the close eye in a moment to make sure I have definitely covered this petal. It looks like making pretty fast work of this so far. Yeah, that one looks covered. How much thread do I have left? Let me just untangle it a little bit. So I just let my needle hang if I feel like it's getting a bit curly. I've got enough to make a start on the next flower. You can see where one of my French knots went very wrong on this one. Oops. There. It's very, very fat middle there. Oh, telepathy. What would I pick as a superpower? I would pick shapeshifting. I've always wanted to be a shapeshifter, and I think shapeshifters are like the coolest whenever one crops up. Because there's so many layers to it, right? Like, you could do so much for shapeshifting. You could just be anyone, but just for a bit. You don't have to, like, there's no commitment to staying as them. Or you could just, like, change a bit. So, like, you know, if I wanted, like, to make a really good jump, could I just, like, change my legs into cat legs, make my really cool jump, and then, you know, have people legs again? You know? The possibilities are endless. Then it depends also if you class immortality as a superpower. Cause I mean, who wouldn't? I guess I would really like immortality as well. But shapeshifting would be more fun. Oh, like quite scary too. Exactly, I'd have all the power. Be anyone, anytime. And I guess you won't have to worry about, so like with immortality, you're still gonna start worrying about changing your identity every so often so that no one suspects you. So you don't get dissected by the government. Which I guess you wouldn't have to worry about so much with shapeshifting, as long as no one saw you. If someone saw you shapeshifting, you might still get dissected by the government. What about you, Hollow? What would you pick? That I may have a specific fear when it comes to supernatural powers. Exactly, that's it about the government. It's something you gotta think about. As someone who kind of shapeshifts from skink form to human form, I gotta be aware of this stuff, you know? I gotta watch out for the government. I don't want to be dissected. Thankfully, anime government is preoccupied with some stuff. There's more important fish to fry than a skink person. They're used to like catgirls and stuff. They don't care. I'm always surprised when people say like they want to fly as a superpower, because like I get it, it's convenient and it's cool. Like I wouldn't complain if I could fly, but if I had a choice of every superpower in the world, flying's pretty low on the list. Like if you're a shapeshifter, you could just have wings. You could still fly. And you could have the really cool, like... So, when you think about humans needing to fly, and you consider the wingspan, they have to be massive. And that's really cool. I like when the wings are done in proportion. And you don't get like humans with bee wings. Oh, you want to control ice, Sub-Zero style. Going straight into the Mortal Kombat. Is that... do you want ice powers for evil, Hollow? What would you do with your ice towers? You'd probably have like the best barbecues. Think about all the ice creams and stuff. Hollow picks violence. This piece of thread is going on forever. I didn't expect to get 3 flowers out of this. Very impressive. What did I just end? I ended on the top right? Yeah. Honey Hollow, what are you doing with the superpowers? What are you doing with the ice powers? Are you fighting people with the fire powers? Did you ever watch Promare? That was a cool show. Not a show, movie. That was a cool movie. Where am I? Am I in the middle? No, I'm on the outside. I like Promare a lot. I'd see it in a special cinema. But like, I think it was airing for like a week. There was ice in that. It'd be good for fighting. Too much try to use to great in the summer, yeah. It's super handy in the summer. And in the winter, because if it snows, there'd be loads of ice around for you to control, I guess. You'd probably make the best snowman. Of course you watched it. That was a good time. I remember sitting next to someone who, I assume it was like their 15th watch of it that week, because they knew all the bits to react to, and they knew when certain scenes were coming up, and they were hyped. It was pretty fun to sit next to them. I like when there are anime movies on, but yeah, usually it's like a one night only sort of thing, because that's not the main clientele of the cinemas around here. Studio Trigger is your favourite animation studio. Is this Studio Trigger that made Darling in the Franxx? Sounds familiar. I think, aren't they working on something else right now? What was it? Oh, is it the Nier anime? Is it Studio Trigger doing the Nier anime? I wonder what's going on with the Nier anime, because I've watched the first 3 episodes, but it seems to only be 3 episodes. Like, there hasn't been a new one. Are they just like on a break? What's going on with that? Been enjoying it so far. Love Nier. Instead they're doing an Automata anime, I wonder if they're going to do anything with Replicant. Because I liked Replicant more than Automata. I really liked Automata as well. The Replicant was so good. They did do Darling in the Franxx. Hello, Darling in the Franxx. I just finished showing someone Darling in the Franxx. It's like my 3rd watch of it. Now, I love it, but there is a moment in that show where like it feels like the company were told that they only had I keep putting that in the wrong place. There we go. It was like at some point the company was told that they only had 1 season of it, like they weren't getting a 2nd season, because there's such a sudden shift. At some point, like, they build such a mystery for so long, and then just suddenly so much is revealed, so much just they never come back to it. Things just happen so quickly from like a certain episode. I don't know if that's actually what happened, but that's how I feel watching it. But I do love it. Kill Gurren Lagann, NHA. Ooh. I haven't watched many of those. I've heard a lot about Gurren Lagann. Yeah, what's Darling? Oh yeah, I watched it yet. You just know Pinkhead Waifu. Pinkhead Waifu. I have so many stickers of 02. That's the stickers. You definitely should watch it. It's really good. And it's finished, which feels like a rarity for things. I'm behind on To Your Eternity. I love that show so much. Thankfully, season 2 hasn't been as soul crushing as season 1 was. Season 1 did sad stuff right. Like, my goodness, the first episode of that thing is so good. Yeah, season 2 is very different, but I'm also sort of glad season 2's different. I don't know if my heart could take the torment. But also if they like tried to keep like the feeling the same and then just like did it worse, it would really show. So it's kind of nice that it's not exactly the same. Exploring more of like other stuff. A very interesting one. Highly, highly recommended. You're watching Attack on Titan currently, and Automata, yeah. Do you know what's going on with Automata? Do you know if it's just like on a break or what's going on? Or maybe Crunchyroll's just behind? I don't know. Next one's gonna be Darling. Yeah. It should be. There's another anime I really like called Heaven's Design Team, and it's so incredibly wholesome. But I don't know if it's ever going to have like another season or not. But it turned out there was a bonus episode from the Japanese DVDs that hadn't previously been translated, and I that went to Crunchyroll last year, or I guess the year before last now. And I watched that the other day. That was very cute. Heaven's Design Team is so adorable. It would be like the perfect anime to watch if you were like having to spend the day in bed, like you're sick and you're just spending the day in bed watching wholesome junk. I love it. It's so cute and a little and educational. And educational. Any problem with your cards and a Crunchyroll for now? Oh no. Last one we've seen was episode 3. Yeah, it seems like they took a break after episode 3. But I was really liking it. I really like the little show they were doing at the end to go through the multiple endings. So I was very much like, how are they going to turn this into an anime? Because like the multiple endings is so important to like learn about the world and stuff. So like, how are they going to get all that into like one go, basically? But so far, I think it's been very, very true to all the series and everything, and they've been doing a good job of that. It's been a while since I played the games, though. Fish has the best yet. I like that they made the leader of the resistance like a cute girl. They showed her off all cute, like. I was like, I don't remember her like really looking at her too much. But I understand. Yeah, the old puppet show is very, very good. I assume you played the games, Harlow. Or at least the game, at least Automata. This pizza thread is never ending, my goodness. It's done 4 flowers. I don't think I can get another 2 out of this, though. There's no way. That's the only big difference for now. Yeah, it's been really good how it's shown everything. Maybe I can keep going. Where did I just end? I am around here. Let me just make a little poke. Around there. Okay. Yeah, I can get over to that flower. Come up from the middle. To an end. Oh, goodbye thread. Came out with my needle. Not replicant, but you put 200 fast hours onto Automata. Yeah. I got all the endings except for the. Is it the Y ending? The one that like where you have to level up all the weapons to a certain point, and then do like a fight. I didn't do that one. Didn't have the time to level up all the weapons. I was like, I really like this game, but I'm not gonna sit here and level up all the weapons. That's too far. So that fight. So instead I watched that one on YouTube. I'm sure it's like Y or W ending. It's one of those. But I watched it. I've seen it. got both of them through the needle? Nope, can't do it. Can't do it anymore. Can't rethread this needle. Impossible. I'll grab a needle threader if I have too much trouble. I think I got it. Yeah. I've got like a little paper cut on my finger that's gone like kind of dry, so it keeps catching on things. I tried to pull that back out. There we go. Okay. Right, back to what I was doing. I still believe this piece of thread can go on a little bit longer. Come up right by the middle. There we go. That's prized. It's all hiding at the starting area. Yeah. It was all the endings were super cool. It was a very well put together game. But you know, if you spend that much time with Automata, you should play Replicant. You should play Replicant. Replicant's really good. Did you take the option to delete your save data? I don't think I could do it. I was too scared. Too spooky for me. But I think that was another thing I googled to see what the other option would do. It's on the list. Doki Doki. That and Catherine Kent are so behind. I don't know what that middle one is. Doki Doki's fun. Not too long though. You can clear that one pretty fast, I think. Catherine's good. I actually got Catherine on my list too. I've played... I don't think I finished it. I played a lot of the like initial release, and then I haven't played much of Full Body. Like I bought Full Body, but I haven't played that much of it yet. It's a VN. Yeah, I think that's right. I bought Catherine Full Body. I think to slow it before Replicant came out, and then my life got like just consumed by Replicant. I haven't played a visual novel for a while. I'm sure I've got a few on my list. There was some that I've started and never finished, like Malice X Collar. That one was like kind of interesting, but I just kind of fizzled out on it. Ooh, whoops. Came back up through the bit I just gone through. There we go. I miss the games like I say missed just because I finished them and there's no more like them. Exactly. The like Dandelion and there's a second one as well. Those are good visual novels. I'm playing Mystic Messenger and having alarms set at like 2 AM so that I wouldn't miss the like middle of the night chat room because they were always really fun. Oh, you did delete it. Oh, that no cool. Felt like it was the right thing to do. And I'm too much of a hoarder, I think, even of digital data. I think it's too hard to do. But I bet it does feel very like complete at that point. It's a great game. Have you ever played Drakengard? That's what Nier is like a spin-off from, isn't it? It's a Drakengard spin-off. But I've never played Drakengard. But presumably it's kind of more like Replicant, I guess. Since that was the one that came off of it, I suppose. If it's like that, I'd probably like it. Curious to see what they're going to do with the anime. It's gonna be powerful. Well, they covered the panty shots in the first episode. They did lots of those, and that's what a lot of people were there to see, I think. They met the expectations in that regard. Yeah, an alternative ending of Drakengard. Because I think, aren't there like books as well? There are like books for the time in between Replicant and Automata, and then maybe Drakengard and the Replicant, something like that. I know that there are books. Books exist. It's always funny when like you play a series or something and then you find out like it's way bigger. As it is important. No, there is too. Yes, yeah, it still has lots of content. Substance, that's what I'm thinking of. Substance. It is just makes it all the more true to the game. Okay, I think it's time to call the thread the end. Okay, let's try and knot it up. I'm not very good at anchoring, so bear with me. Oh, let's make sure you guys can see. Let's take it off the needle. Yeah, I'm really bad at tying the knots in the back of my work. I don't know why. I'm not very good at tying my shoes either, though. So maybe knots just aren't for me. I'm just trying to push it down. I'm sure there's a trick to this that I have just simply never learned. It is not something I am good at. I'm trying to sort of like trap it against the edge. Okay, that's pretty close, Where are my scissors? They're over there. Plot. Plot. Thick plot. So they're doing a very good job with the anime. What has happened? What bit hasn't tied into a knot? Why hasn't this knot tied? What is this loop? What is this loop here? Okay, let's tie it into one more knot just to be safe, and then I'll cut off all the weird bits. What's going on here? Oh, maybe it's this bit? Yeah, it was that bit. Yeah, that knot looks fine. Let me throw out my scissors. Scissors! Oh no, you're not there. Scissors. Where are they? Where are they? They're so sharp. They have to be here somewhere. They can't be far. Oh, I have an idea where they might be. In another room. Fine. Do I have alternate scissors in my vicinity? It's right, I can make this work. I have nail clippers. They will do the trick. My embroidery scissors, which are not with me at this moment in time. Possibly something I should have checked before I started, but there we go. Still works. Nail clippers, just as good. I think my embroidery scissors are in my bedroom. I think I cut something off of some clothes. I cut a thread off of some clothes and then left them in there. That's fine. Speaking of Replicant, remind you how you failed to download this in the game. Square Enix, like, still waiting for the nail. Oh, so they restocked. What was the limited edition of Replicant? Oh, of Automata. I think I got that. If it's the one with the t-shirt with the the meal face. I have that. I wear that top a lot. It's great. Right, need more blue. Put in that needle where I can see it. Beat the end of this just to separate the threads. Stay separate. There's probably better techniques for everything I do, but you know, I am entirely self-taught off of Google on how to do everything sewing related. So oh no, it's limited of replicant. I feel like I had a pre-order for replicant, but I'm not sure if I had any goodies. I don't remember. Might have had like an outfit in the game or something along those lines. Jealous of the shirt. It's so good. It's a really good shirt. And to anyone who doesn't know the series, it just looks like a terrifying face on the shirt. Oh, I've missed. I've not got both. Why don't I just get a needle threader? I've got a bunch. I've got a little crochet whale that I made that holds all of my like needles and stuff. All of my darning needles. And needle threaders. So needle threader goes through the eye of the needle. Then you stick your thread through the much wider eye of the needle threader. And then pull it through. Ta-da! Easy way to thread a needle. I'm going to do the same thing again. So I've got one piece of one skein. One skein with like folded in half. So it lets me anchor it easier because as you saw I am not good at tying the knots in the back. So I'm going to start from up here. Yeah, sure, I can start from the outside, that doesn't matter, so I'm going to start from that bit, put it through, and close to the middle. Wind your back up until it starts moving that loop, which hopefully it does, or it gets snagged on something. Okay, there we go. It got through whatever it got snagged on. Then pop my needle back through that loop. Oh, and actually go through the loop. Then put it tight, and it's knotted. That's how I like to start my things, a nice solid anchor. I'm bad at tying knots. I would never have been a good scout. Alright, this French knot in the middle started off pretty messy, but it's actually pretty useful. I can like sort of knock it out of the way to like get a good place for my needle, which is handy. So I like to kind of come up in the middle of the petal first and then work around it. Like fill in one side, then come back and fill in the other. From the bottom point, you can kind of like come back up most places. So it doesn't have to be like right next to wherever you last were, which is handy. At the moment in my off time, I'm still playing the heck out of my new PlayStation 5. And I have been playing a lot of Yakuza 11, like the dragon. Way of the Dragon? One of those. And I'm really enjoying that game. That game's really fun. I also last night played a little bit of... I have Hatsune Miku like the colourful tone feature tone one. I can't remember what the like Diva Mega Mix or something. I can't quite remember what the game's called. I played a bit of that for the first time in ages. And my Guitar Man skills have refreshed my rhythm game skills in general, which is nice. No, they're just doing pretty well at that. I was like, oh heck yeah, I've got the power. I'd use a bit more force on that one. I've gone through that spot a few times, I think. Yeah, Yakuza like a dragon. Yeah, isn't there a second one of like the dragon coming out? I'm sure I've heard about that. But yeah, I'm having a great time with it. The characters are really fun. I didn't expect it to be turn-based fighting. That was a surprise, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, very, very fun. Really great humour. That's my PS5 so far. I am. I really, really am. Loving it. The controller's really good as well. I've been using the controller for like when I'm playing Guitar Man and stuff as well. As like when I'm playing like PlayStation like 2 stuff. It's good. It's a good time. I want to get... So I played Crisis Core. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. And that was really, really fun. And now I feel very ready for Final Fantasy VII Integrate. That's next on my list. I've also I picked up recently Devil May Cry 5. That's good. Action-packed, high octane. A bit more high octane than I'm used to. This one's going at a bit of an angle. At least separates it from the petal next to it, but let's see if I can straighten it up a little bit. Astra's Playroom. I've played a bit of Astra's Playroom. Like when I first set up the PlayStation, it was pretty late and I was exhausted. Like by the time I could actually sit and play it, I was pretty tired, but I really wanted to have a go of something. So yeah, I booted up the Astra's Playroom, and yeah, it's pretty cute and fun. It's nice to play around with all the features of the new controller, because the new controller can like do a lot of stuff. So that was cool, like to feel all the different vibrations and to have a go with the triggers and all of that. I was so tired on my birthday. I had such an amazing party the night before. I was really excited for the PlayStation, but then I went to my mum's for like the day. I was so tired. Thankfully, I had a week off of work after my birthday that I could just lay still and play it for a week. I miss that week. I want to relive that week. Every day that I have to go to work, I'm like, man, remember when I had that week where I just played PlayStation? What a time. My mum got me a really good blanket for my birthday, so I was just under that because it was really cold. It's such a cool blanket. That blanket is like the beginning of the end for me, because like any night that I get the blanket on me because it's like cold, that's it. I'm done. I'm not leaving that blanket. It warms up and I just must remain for the rest of my days. Exactly, just like that. Just like that emote. I wasn't normally like a blankety person, but it turns out I just didn't have the right blanket. I was always much more of like a hoodie kind of person, but it turns out blankets are the way to go. People have had a point all along about the blankets. Yeah, I did have a great birthday. It was really good. Still talking about it a month later. It's probably the best one. So I gotta drink more. Every year. Every year it feels like I had to make the New Year's resolution like the opposite of other people. Because I often come out of Christmas to my birthday being like, man, I have a lot of drink. I've been given lots of booze as gifts. I have to drink more. People think I drink far more than I do. I gotta get to it. At some point the drinks cabinet will get emptied. One day I'll drink it all. But I like a nice cup of tea as well. Comforting. I've been trying to drink coffee lately. I don't know if you've seen my Twitter conspiracies about coffee. I don't really believe anyone likes it. I don't really believe anyone likes coffee. That's why they eat snacks with it. But I'm trying to like force my body to adapt, because it turns out just drinking coffee is just really good for you. So I'm hoping that if I force myself to drink 3 cups of black coffee a day, at some point, just out of like a survival instinct, my body will start liking it. Hasn't happened yet. Made the energy drinks. I used to really love Relentless. I'll still pick up a bottle of Mountain Dew. Is Mountain Dew even an energy drink? I'm not sure. But otherwise, no. I used to drink a lot of like Red Bull and vodka. Back in the day. When I could have something make me sleepy and active at the same time. But no, I mostly stay away from energy drinks. They're not good for you. But I used to love Relentless. Every so often I see like the new flavours of Relentless and I look at it and I'm like, oh. And I'm like, no, just stop. But I don't really like Red Bull. Like, I don't like the taste. When I was a kid, I always thought Red Bull tasted like beer. I'm not sure why. Because it doesn't. But that was always the thought I had in my head for whatever reason whenever I tried Red Bull. But I really like Red Bull flavoured candies, as it turns out. They're a rarity, but they are tasty. I remember having some candies that were like... They were Monster Hunter candies. And the idea was that it was like a super potion to help you game all night. And it was like Red Bull and honey flavoured, because in Monster Hunter, whenever you combine like a potion with honey, it makes it more effective. And they were really good. And it had like a dosage on it. It was like recommended 2 a night, or like 2 for a gaming session. And they were really tasty. I gotta maybe see if I can find them again. They're really good. Mountain Dew, exactly, true gamer. I love my Mountain Dew and my Doritos. Who doesn't? Mountain Dew is just tasty though. It tastes like lemonade. Though I guess I do usually get the Citrus Blast one. I'm not sure what the other flavours are, if there are other flavours, or if it's all Citrus Blast. I don't know. There we go. I finished those blue flowers. Let's go ahead and try and my hand at tying this up again. It's longer this time. I don't know if that makes it easier or harder to get it in the right spot. Oh, there we go. I held the right bit that time. Got that knot really low down. Hey, I've become a master of the knot. Don't take that out of context, please. Not like that. Not like that. Yeah, they're the only ones I've ever seen, I think, that are like Red Bull flavoured, or like energy drink flavoured. But yeah, energy drinks are kind of like they're so full of sugar that they're just kind of not worth it. There's so much sugar in them, for the most part. And I try to stay away from sweeteners where I can avoid it. I don't really care too much. Like, I'm not a health freak, but like I eat plenty of junk. But I have knowledge that sweeteners, particularly like aspartame, aren't good for you, so I prefer like drinks with all the sugar in instead. So then I just try and stay away from like the super sugary drinks instead entirely. And Dew's not that big over here. Not sure if it's niche in the UK. No, it's not too niche. Like, you don't see it everywhere, but you can probably get it from most shops. Yeah, I feel like Mountain Dew's in like enough shops that are like commonplace. That, you know, if you were craving a bottle, you could find it pretty easy. Yeah, what about you? Are you an energy drink fan? I remember back in school, my friends and I used to get energy drinks, mix a bunch of energy drinks together, but we'd also get like, I think they're called like pixie sticks, which are like the little like straws that are filled with sherbet. We'd buy, they were really, really cheap in the shop, so we'd just buy like the whole tray of them, and we would eat them because they're delicious sherbet, but then also like pour a bunch into our energy drink concoction to make like the ultimate the ultimate fuel. It usually wasn't great. And so I would always like crush up a caffeine pill or something from a shop and throw that into. Alright, let's get pink and let's do like this bit here, and then I can do like these leaves. That'll be like stem stitch there, and that'll probably just be satin stitch on those bits. Satin stitch, yeah, so only here we get to long short. Okay. So I want pink. Well, which pink? I have 3 pinks. Which pink is this? I think it's the lightest pink. Yeah. Let's go for that. Where is it? Oh, this one's already been started. Let's see, how long is this? Oh, not very. very scraggly piece that I've saved. Oh, maybe it's not so scraggly actually. It's got a fold. There might be more to it than it looked. There is, but I think I'd rather go for a fresh piece. I'll save that for finishing. Any bits that need finishing. Super Rose is quite harmful. This time you used to have more Fanta than blood, but you've got it. But you like Red Bull from time to time. I always like the Relentless had like the really cool font and the really big cans. Oh, but I do have Gamer Sups. I like Gamer Sups. I guess that's an energy drink. I didn't really count it in my head as an energy drink because it's like one of those powders that you mix with water. But I guess it's an energy drink. Like, that's how it markets itself. That's one of those, like, it's all full of vitamins and minerals and all that. It's supposedly good for you. And I, like, can't say it's not. So I don't think it has anything too bad in. And they're really tasty. But I don't drink that as often as I should for the amount I have. They are really, really tasty though. And they have the good waifu cups. I really like the cups. Yeah, let's just go straight in with the needle. I can't pick up my needle. There we go. I can get a hold. My nails are too short. They had to cut them all down because they were breaking. Now they're too short to pick things up. I get that sometimes, like if my like if I need to cut down my thumbnails suddenly, and then suddenly like I can't open anything ever. Good waifu cups, yeah, exactly. Google Gamer Sups and have a look. Have a look at their flavours and their waifu cups. I'm a fan. I've got a few. They're very cool. I think they're bringing out some VTuber ones soon. I think they've already brought out some VTuber ones. I think there's some. I'm not sure if it's still to be released or if it's already out of like Shy Lily and stuff. So they're very cute. I'm sure I've seen one with her on, floating around. Cute nails. Well, don't worry, it's only some of them. So I've got this little like Hello Kitty nail wrap, but it's only persisted on like my thumb on this hand and 2 fingers on this hand. I had them on all my nails last night, but they weren't so sticky as it turned out. Got all caught up in my duvet. What's the name? Gamer Sups. So it's Gamer and then SUPPS. Gamer subs. Gamer subs for their waifu cups. It was in my little debut thing that one of my long-term goals was if I could be on a waifu cup. I would like that. And also I have an idea for a flavour. So if Gamer Subs wants to get in touch, I would welcome it. Yes, little Hello Kitty ones. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's yeah, the tip of it looks like it could be a ladybird. I'm at the bottom. Cool. The great Ladybird versus Ladybug debates. I'm on team Ladybird. Like this, I guess. Try and work out how to get the little tips on. Yeah, you can sort of see it there, I think. Get one in the middle. Those two. And touch my microphone, just for luck. I've got like a really cool thing I can paint my nails with, which I might do for a stream, for one of my hand cam streams. It's really satisfying to watch. So I think that would be fun. I used to be like super into doing my nails and stuff, but I kind of fell out of it at some point. I'm not sure when. But falling out of it was kind of a little bit useful because like I have not the best circulation, so occasionally being able to see, like if I don't wear nail polish, you can really see when my hands are cold. So in a way it's handy because my nails go all blue, but also it's a good reason to paint my nails so that you can't see when my fingers are all blue. My mum says it's not attractive when my fingers are all blue. I come in there with like a little bit shorter one to make that little stick out bit. And then how am I going to get onto that next one? I'm going to come down from the top here. They got the waifu cups, ayo! They do, not making them up. They got waifu cups. The cups are really cool. I like that they do shirts and stuff too. Your fingers are blue nail polish, perfect. Exactly. I had my nails blue last time. Well, kind of blue, bluish green. There you go. The bits that the paint's chipped, you don't even see. Where did I end? Yeah, I am at the top. Cool. Yep. That's one of the weird things. Like in my school, I remember they banned nail polish, and it was one of the things everyone was like, "What? Like, what do you mean you're banning nail polish? That's like, it's a human right." But it seems like really weird. But there is a good reason, and that's if you have an accident and like you fall down the stairs real bad or something. Being able to see if your circulation has been cut off is very useful. So seeing if your nails are blue is handy in that situation, in a medical emergency. If you're ever somewhere and they say you're not allowed to paint your fingernails, that's why. Fun fact. What kind of flowers are these that have like this kind of tubular shape? Is it just like a closed flower? This isn't as neat as I like it. Some of these are a bit angled. I think that's okay. Maybe just check the pulse. Yeah. You can check the pulse as well, but if you're like maybe having trouble or I mean, I guess you can have a pulse, but still like cut off the circulation a bit as well. Like if there's circulation, like just cut off to your hand or something. Like you could tell, like you know how school kids are. You could tell how serious something is by like the color of their nails and stuff. They've tied something around their wrist really tight or something. A hairband. It's dumb. I was just thinking about dumb stuff I did in school. You know what? We didn't deserve nail polish. Nail polish rights. This one's a bit far to get to the flowers on the bottom, so I'm just going to cut the thread here and start it anew at the bottom. Where is the loop that I normally grab? There it is. I'm kind of getting the hang of this, getting the knots where I want them. Just get another one because I did 2 knots that aren't on top of each other. Where is it there? Would I go back to school time if I could? I would absolutely, especially if I could retain my knowledge that I have now. I would definitely go back to school times because I would make much better decisions now, I think. Now that I know the sort of things that I actually like, I think I'd make a lot of very different decisions. As a kid, I definitely went for like the stuff that I was good at. Admittedly, it was interesting as well, but I definitely followed the path of things I was good at more than things that interested me. I think that was a big mistake because now I can't do anything that interests me. That's much more of a priority to me now. I can get good at whatever I want. I don't have any of the qualifications to the things that I might enjoy more. Oh, I need to knot this. What am I doing? That is not near the end. That's okay. Just cut off the tail. I go for the middle of this pink bit. But yeah, definitely like, I think they make you pick subjects way too young that you're going to like do for the rest of your life essentially. Like at 18, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. It's not a good age to have to pick like a university subject. You know? No good. I'd barely tried anything by then. I'm a capable person. Be proud. Thank you, Harlot. You'd be shocked at how incapable I am. I'm sure. But I'm glad I come across as capable. There are lots of things I don't know how to do. And lots of things I'm scared of doing. But yeah, it is, way too young. I mean, like, in school, I would have simply died if I knew that I was going to enjoy things like sewing in the future. I was way too cool for that in school. I don't want to be caught doing something as girly as, like, textiles or sewing or designing. But now I like doing that sort of stuff. It's fun once, like, I don't know, in school you have, like, a lot of prejudices about, like, what you want to be, right? And, like, what's cool and what you absolutely can't be seen doing. And so you don't even, like, try different things a lot of the time. You just gotta do what's cool or what you know you like. Without kind of putting yourself, like, out there to try different things. But trying different things is the only way you find out what you like. So, it's dumb. Well, cool girls. No, I was never cool, but I had my own version of what coolness was, and it wasn't doing girly stuff. And look at me now, streaming my embroidery. No, I was definitely like a big old nerd in school. Which kind of makes it even worse. It wasn't even cool, and still like stopped myself from doing things that I would later on enjoy. But I didn't even pursue what I properly enjoyed then. Like all my life I've very much enjoyed technology and computers, which is definitely what I should have studied. It's kind of one of the things I do have some sort of like natural talent, I would say, for, is kind of computery stuff. Like, it's something I can get my head around pretty easily whenever I practice programming and stuff, which in itself is kind of an impressive thing at times, when I like sort of see other people learning. But it's never something I pursued, unfortunately, because I always thought, oh no, I can't make a career doing like games or computers. I gotta do the thing that I'm good at, which is science. I don't do science now. Look at all the good that did for me. So no, I wasn't that interested in it overall. I'm saying, I like that you spelled sewing in the farming sense. Quite girly. You know, it's for boys of girls, but yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's very like the tradition, like a traditionally girly thing. But obviously anyone can sew. It's up to the person to decide what they want to do, but absolutely it does have a sort of more traditional like bias towards being a very girly girl sort of thing. And I mean, kits like this doesn't stop that kind of thinking. But schools now are a bit different, like in terms of what they teach. I think they're a bit more, what I've seen at least. I don't go to too many schools nowadays, but like I know like computer courses are a lot more like kids learn more about computers early. I think that would have changed what I did, because back in my day there wasn't too much in the way of IT education. Especially I went to like a same-sex school, so it's all girls, so there's really not a lot of call for IT skills, as it turned out. Very minimal. But there was sewing. There was a sewing class. I only took as long as mandatory. That's too cool for that. Used to hate math. That was good too. I was great at maths. I really enjoyed maths, so I really liked maths. When I've been a big old nerd since birth. When I was about 7, I always really loved maths. I'm very sad that in my adult life there are very few maths workbooks that I have to work through. I could really do with more of those. They're great. But when I was I think I was about 7, I had this little learning algebra book, and I'd get my mum to help me with some of the maths problems before bed, because I'm a nerd. But I loved algebra. I loved it. It's puzzle solving. For like productive puzzle solving. Yeah, all girls school for me. It was fine. People weren't at my school, people weren't particularly interested in their education. It seemed. I often felt like the only person who actually cared about learning anything. And a lot of the teachers liked me as a result. One of the favourite students, I think. I remember one of my teachers, I did something extra for like a class. I can't remember what it was, because I was like done with the work and no one else was, but I did something extra. And I remember my teacher giving me a walnut whip. It was good. Who doesn't like a walnut whip? Yeah, I'm sure the school was fine. It was just the other students weren't the best. Plenty of fights. Was that a big class? Yeah, the classes are pretty big. How big? Maybe like 30 students a class? Yeah, like 20 plus, yeah. Yeah, 20 something to 30 students a class, I think. So things can get disruptive. And if a teacher couldn't keep control of things, it could go bad. I remember one English teacher being brought to tears by how terrible everyone was being, and they just couldn't get like control of the situation. So yeah, people there were pretty mean. I was not one of them. I also liked English class as well. I liked reading the books. We did good books in English. I did Of Mice and Men. I really liked Of Mice and Men. And I really liked Shakespeare. Not who didn't like Shakespeare because they had the understanding troubles of the language. I had no issues. I remember not feeling well on the day that we were going to start learning Shakespeare. So I was going to take the day off. Then like mum came to check on me and I was just like in my bed crying because I realised I was going to miss the first day of Shakespeare. And so I went to school late instead and got to go to my English class and learn Shakespeare. Nerd. Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, there were times where I was very much on board with having time off of school, and then other times it's very sad to have time off of school. My school would do some very fun stuff like the end of the year, and I remember one end of year I was so sick, like I was so unwell. So mum was like, nope, you can't go to school, and I was so upset because it was like the one like most fun day it was gonna, like, because of the end of year stuff. I was so sad that I couldn't go because I was sick. I was like, no, it'll be okay. I'll manage. I'll just like sit near a like a door or something. Mum was like, nope, absolutely not. Where did my thing go? There. My thread keeps falling out of my needle. So I was like, it was the best days. Exactly. My like teachers and stuff would always do like a really funny show, like a pantomime. It was so good. Hey yo, what's up, Parrot? Hello. Get some waves. Double waves. Double waves. Double waves.
I see a cutie. How are you?
Kawaii, kawaii. Look, kawaii. I'm using the stand. I'm pointing at it. The stand's over there, by the way. Thank you for the 6-month subscription. Let's get some skink time. Skink time. Ow. Time. Let's find where's some good skink action. Find some skink action. There's some skink action. Oh, we're going through the water, boys. Time to splash. Skink time. I'm good, Kawaii. I'm good. How are you? How are you? Doing some stirring, stirring some skinks. How could life be bad? Real waves, real waves. Oh, go in the cook. Is that my skink? It's me as a skink. Skink form went to the vets the other day and it's all well and good. It was just for a healthcare check. Because skink hasn't been to the vet before. And it was hilarious, right? I didn't know what to expect from a skink wellness check, but I did not expect the vet to pick up skink like a telephone in one hand and just put a stethoscope to it, like a human's stethoscope. It was just the funniest image. Just amazing. But healthy and beloved by the staff, skink. Confirmed. I've got a good skink video coming up on my Twitter soon. I think you guys are going to be very amused. Oh. Skink form loves. Oh, head pat. Heck yeah. Thank you. Skink form loves walking through water. And you know what else skink form loves? If there's a raw egg in the food, loves walking through a raw egg. Favorite. Walking through the raw egg and then walking through the substrate so it all sticks to the skink body. That's the best. He needs pats too. Pat. There might be some skink pats. Hang on. Let's find skink pats. Around this sort of time, there are probably some skink pats, possibly. Let's find some skink pats. Where would it be? Around here. Think up to all sorts of things. Oh! Yeah! Got a yawn. Where is this? Pats. Oh. Probably some skink pats around here. Hang on. Are these pats? Oh, that's feeding. You can see a little bit of feeding. Or not, but the video has stopped. An arm, that's more feeding. So there's some dead crickets that I've been feeding, but I wiggle them around. So it's like it's alive. Oh, it's muting. Okay, I couldn't find the pats that, but I'll give extra pats. That's fine. Okay. Back to here. Yeah, I like when there are dead crickets to like wiggle them around, like hop them around. So it's like just like hunting. just the same. Where was I? What was I doing? Okay, there we go. That's where the thread is. Okay. It's a nice tank. It is 4 foot. 4 foot. 4 by 2. It's big. Got plenty of places to run and hide. What are they doing? Was I finished with this? No. Okay. Right, I understand. I'm making a pillow. No, it's just a little yeah, just an embroidery piece. Like it'll probably just stay in this hoop forever. It's just like I'll probably like tuck away all the back part when I'm done and like hang it up like this. I'm in the middle. Okay. I completely lost where I was. It was just gone. I had like one embroidery kit once, or like a cross stitch kit that was like, I think it was supposed to be a pillow in the end, but there was nothing to like make it into a pillow. So I just have like this really big cross stitch thing just hanging around. And I'm like, well, one day maybe it'll be a pillow. I got a few cross stitch kits to do as well. I got one that a friend gave me of a sloth that I really want to finish because it looks very cute. And I've got a really big one. Oh, whoops. I've taken that back out. Let's get that back in. I have a really big cross stitch I'm working on as well that I've been working on and off for ages, which is like a Japanese garden picture. So I want to work more on that one too. I've also got this like little music box that I still need to make. Like a music box that's like a house that I got given once, and it's very tiny. All the pieces are very, very tiny. I want to do more work on that as well. Used to know how to cross stitch. The fast hands in the West. Yeah, I like cross stitching. Cross stitching is like one thing when you're just like doing the X's, and then another thing when you're trying to keep the back neat. Like, it becomes a puzzle. Definitely kind of interesting, complicated. Yes, I initially started it with the material in the wrong orientation. Like, it was portrait when it needed to be landscape, and I didn't realise. So like I made a really good start on it and had to unpick so much when I realised it was the wrong way up. I was like, dang. So that slowed down progress. But it'll be so cool once it's done. Just really big, because it's going to take me a million years. I go ahead and go up this side. I need to fill in this little green bit at some point, but I'll fill in this green bit when I'm doing this darker leaf next to it. I have a top, like a black vest top, that when I first was like, I'm gonna learn how to do some needlepoint stuff, I made like a very flowery sort of design on that. It's very cool. In fact, flowers are a good one to practice needlepoint, because you can do like roses are French knots and like lazy daisies, and like you can satin stitch anything and stuff. Ah, dang it. My nail got caught on this and pulled it back through. Yeah, I did a bee in long and short stitch, and the bee's really cute. I was very proud of it. And before I've used like waist aider, so it's like if you want to cross stitch directly onto a piece of fabric, you like lay this like weird material down first, and then you can cross stitch through that, and then you can like tear apart the waist aider in between, so then it puts the cross stitch like directly on whatever you want to sew on. So I made like a rainbow geometric unicorn on a black shirt. That's pretty cool. Can you undo cross stitching at all? No, you can undo it. Unless you actually like knot some stuff up. But yeah, you can undo it. I had some areas where it did get like tangled up while I was trying to unknot it. So there were some bits I had to cut and lose some thread, but most of the thread I was managed to salvage. But yeah, it depends how deep you go until you realise you've made a mistake. And how neat you've been. I gave my mum some cross stitches because she was jealous of like seeing me do the cross stitch, and she was like, that looks very nice to do, I want to do cross stitches. So I got her some sets, but she had lots of trouble with them because every time she tried to do it, she would never start in the right place. She'd do a line, realise she did it wrong, then immediately have to like unpick and start again. I'm not sure she's ever made any progress. I think she's every time had to unpick it. I'm close to being done with this one. Like one more, I think, and then this one's done. Hooray! Okay. It's gone a bit short, so it's going to be slightly annoying to knot the back here. I might have to use my unpicker. Not unpicker. Needle threader. It gets too tricky. I'm already bad at this. Come on. Come with me, little piece of thread. Get through there. Please. I beg you. Maybe at cross stitching some things you learn from like your granny or your parents. Yeah, I have a friend who learnt to cross stitch from her gran. I think it was her gran, and I was very inspired after seeing like all of her cross stitches like years later, when she had done it for so long, to learn it myself. And I did. I also really like crocheting. Crocheting is really fun. I did a bit of felting as well. I did a bit of everything. Felting is fun, but it takes a really long time to like make anything. I'm impatient. I'm slightly too impatient for it. Yeah, I cut the end of that thread, but I'm just looking down and I'm just like, where is my needle? Oh, there it is. Okay. I lose needles all the time. So the worst thing is like I put needles in my mouth while I'm working. Like I've been very good to not put this one in my mouth while I've been streaming. But yeah, constantly whenever I need like my needle out the way for a sec while I'm like sorting out thread and stuff, I usually don't put it down. I usually stick it in my mouth, and I'm also not normally sat at a table. So very often like I'll take the needle straight out of the pack into my mouth, swat out my thread, put it through. And so often I guess just like my mouth gets slack like while I'm focusing on something else, I'm just not thinking about it, and I'll suddenly realise the needle is not in my mouth anymore. I'm just like, oh no. It could be anywhere by now. I'm like, I really hope it's on me somewhere or on like my seat and not like in my esophagus. I really hope I haven't swallowed it. Because I would just be like, oh no, it's gone. It's the go-to place. Mouth is nature's needle holder. But yeah, it is very satisfying to see it once it's done. That was like why I sort of wanted to start taking up like sewing and cross stitch and stuff. Was like I didn't have any hobbies where I had something at the end of it. Like I never made anything, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try picking up a hobby where I make a thing, and I did, and it's good. I was actually having a look around my room to see if I could find anything I felted to show you guys, but I can't see anything. I actually wonder, what was the last thing I felted and what did I do with it? If it's not here, or just tucked it away somewhere. Huh. I would have had something in here. Most things the thing I've most felted are little like Christmas robins, like red-breasted robins. Around Christmas, I make a few of those and like give them to people to put up for Christmas. So I think anything I felt is probably in my Christmas box. But I can show you guys something really dumb that I had a crochet set for. I think it was crochet. I don't think it was knitting. I think it was crochet. Oh, the sneasel. Yeah, I cross-stitched the sneasel. The sneasel's really cool. I love the sneasel. Let's grab. This is the sneasel in question. Cross-stitch sneasel. I love my sneasel. This is the Japanese garden one I've been working on. Very on and off, but it's very detailed and it's massive. Like piece of Ada. It's huge. That wasn't what I was grabbing. I got given a crochet kit for something amazing once, which I made. I didn't do necessarily the best job of it, but it's amazing in its own right. Something went wrong with the face, but this guy, his head just flops. You know what he is? Can you guess? Can you guess what this fellow is? He is a vampire horse. Because of course, what else would he be? I love him. He is one of my proudest creations. It was such an absurd kit to be given in the first place. I was like, what do you mean crochet your own vampire horse? What does that mean? Why is it wearing a jumper? And then I made it and I was like, you know what, it went wrong in some places, but it's perfect in its own right. It is a vampire horse. I love my vampire horse. I made him quite a while ago. I've done a lot more crocheting since. It was one of the first things I crocheted, along with a unicorn. Which I can also grab. Which isn't too bad. The unicorn is at least recognisably a unicorn. Unicorn! This is one of the first things I learned to crochet with. Was a kit for this unicorn. I believe her name is Nora. Squishy. Yeah, crocheting is fun. I want to learn how to crochet is to like, there's the amigurumi, which is like what the vampire horse would be, and it's like what the whales are. So kind of like based on the whale, I want to learn to make like little round like characters. So I want to try and make like a little round Jigglypuff. I think that would be really fun. And probably not like super hard, because it would just be like circle, work out like the eyes and then stick them on, like little swirl of the hair and stuff. But I think that would be very cute. I found some really pretty yarn, which is like light pink with sparkles in that. I think would be very cute for that. Making a little Jigglypuff. Reminds you of Sackboy. Yes. Yeah, it's well, is Sackboy? I gotta Google a picture of Sackboy. I never played much Little Big Planet. Is he crocheted? Eh. Boy. Yeah, I guess he is. With the name Sackboy, I assumed he was just like made of sack. Like a bag. But yeah, he does look like knitted or crocheted, yeah. He is like Sackboy. Ah, the thread got under my mouse. There we go. And you have a screen tail. Start with Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff seems easier. Go back my way up to the screen tail. Get out the saws, the angle grinders, and start making the Iron Paradox Pokemon. That would be a bit of a louder stream. Oh, this one's got a little bit tangled. Let me just pull this bit of thread up. Like an Iron Valiant. This piece is pretty tangled. I'm just gonna leave that one. Now that one, I probably don't need it. I don't have that much more pink. Yeah, I don't need this piece of thread. I've got plenty of thread. Let's throw away that piece that got all like kind of tangled. And these two short pieces. I don't actually need them. But I've got like a ton of thread for how far it's going on this. Cool. Alright. That does bring us to about the end of the stream time, so I'm not going to do any more of this. But, so over the 2 hours we did all of the blue on these ones. And we did the pink on these ones here. Yeah. Didn't get to the stems. That'll be the next thing to do, will be the leaves and the stems. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do next week, but I think Tuesdays I'm going to make this sort of like little chill hand cam stream time. Give myself more crafting time. It's pretty chill. I liked it. It just flew. I'm glad they flew. That means you must have been having fun, right? Yeah, now it's like so much easier for me to do these hand cam streams because I have like a proper setup. I don't have to do any balancing or anything. And yeah, this setup worked pretty well. So that's good. So yeah, I want to try doing these maybe probably every Tuesday. A chill introduction to the week before I have to go back to my Guitar Man training. But it's paying off. The hand is getting strong. And then at some point I'll do a hand cam stream of Guitar Man once I'm really good at it again. And then you can see my little thumbs going at it. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'll work on next week. I could continue this. I could work on a cross stitch. Or I could work on that little music box house. I'm not sure. I'll probably do one of those things though. I do have some little model sets coming as well. I'll make those on stream too. But that was really fun, like making the Tangerine stream. Yes, Guitar Man will be Thursday. Thursday stream will be Guitar Man, and Saturday stream will be Guitar Man as well. So getting all my presses. But I was so close. So close last Tuesday. Last Tuesday? Last Thursday? Thursday. Yeah, Thursday was the last time I played it. I was so close to beating Flying O on Thursday. Sure, I'll get it this time. I can't possibly go much more. But yeah, Guitar Man's on Thursday and Saturday. Model set's gonna catch him, yes. Yeah, I got some little Pokemon ones coming. So I've got like a bunch of them, and I think they're not going to take too long each. They look pretty simple, so I might be able to make a few of them. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, so let me stick my stuff in chat before I forget. I always forget to stick my stuff in chat. Every time. Have some socials. If you don't follow me in other places, follow me in those other places. And try and talk on Discord more, though I'm very bad at it. I'm trying to make more short form content for my YouTube, trying to make some clips and stuff, though I'm bad at it. And trying to use Twitter more. Don't worry, bad at it. But I've got a cute skink video coming up on my Twitter soon, so make sure you watch out for that. You'll like it, I promise. So, I hope to see you guys on Thursday. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this very chill stream, and I'm looking forward to more chill streaming next week. But From Thursday, hardcore streaming. Nothing chill about it. Alright. See you guys later. Bye bye. What way do you like the waves? Do you like the waves that way or that way? I can do one of each. Bye bye everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye. Ah, my mouse is so far away. Ah, I can't get onto the right screen. Ah. Alright, there we go. Bye bye everyone. Have a good night. Bye bye.